Now we've got some time for anyone who has any questions for Jeff and Karina about anything we talked about today, any Q&A. You guys raise your digital hand or put it in the chat, any questions you have. We'd love to kind of go through and see, have you guys answer some questions from the crowd. While we wait, I'm curious, what kind of AI stuff are you using right now from Tim that I know you watched you were asking him on one of the Tuesday calls about the video generation one. So what are you trying to implement right now
You
in
know,
AI?
I'm trying to. We use ChatGPT. Karina uses it religiously. I mean, constantly,
It's so
and
easy to use. Everyone
it
should
is
use it.
so easy to use. I mean, it's great. I show people, you know, in our groups that we're involved in. I said they go, well, we can't do that. You know, we can't do this. And I said, I can do that in less than 2 minutes. Let me show you how. And I go to ChatGPT and I tell it what we need, and it produces the image. And they're like, how did you do that? You know, I mean,
Mhm.
it's literally trying to take someone who's in the old school way to the new school way. And we're using Go High Level, obviously, is one that I'm just working on just now. We're using Sales Navigator, the Sales Navigator AI, and we're also using ChatGPT. I've used Perplexity. I've used Claude AI. I don't know if you mentioned that one before, but Claude is something that's helping. And CapCut is one that I've used in the past, but I think there's a better one that Tim was talking about. I wrote it on my list of ones to use to do video editing. And so that's one that
Yep.
we're learning right now.
Yeah, and if anyone's curious about those AIs, you can ask in the chat. We'll put some links down there because using Claude is fantastic. DeepSeek is fantastic. For example, you guys gave me, and also this is something everyone on the call can take away. If these podcasts, these interviews are the best way to build out your audience, right? You do a live, it doesn't even have to be live. But let's say you do a live podcast and I say, hey, Mr. Keith Kelchner, can I interview you on my podcast? And Keith says yes. And I know that I know Keith pretty well. So I know his background. I know if I interview him and I bring people on that call, I'm going to get some kind of interest and credibility and authority. Or if I interview Dallas and I want to ask him about oil and gas stuff, because I know he's got that. If I tell him, hey, give me, like you did, gave me, Jeff, hey, give me a quick bio about yourself and your background and I can throw that into ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, give me a list of 20 questions to ask this person for um, a nice intense interview on Zoom, and it'll spit it out. Something super simple like
Fact.
that, where I have a list of questions I go through on these calls now, but you can use it for a lot more things than people think. Are you struggling to create social media content? Ask ChatGPT. Go to Claude. You need to create videos, right? There's all kinds of text to video generations that most of them are a little pricey, but if you can spend like 50 $100 and get a few videos that are super clean and educational versus spending hours and hours and hours making them, that's your trade-off, right? Time or money. um, and so I
Oh,
highly recommend everyone use ChatGPT at the minimum, but use some kind of AI to automate your business. And as someone in the intensive program, we use it for all kinds of stuff. Tim has a virtual avatar he uses to make videos and do voiceovers. And it's a perfect time for me to tell you guys, if this AI stuff sounds cool, come to the event.
I was
We're
gonna
2 weeks
say,
out, and we're gonna have some people on stage who do some stuff with AI you did not think was possible, probably.
just ask Chat, hey, what? How would you describe my business? How would you describe who I am? Give me a bio for Logan Price to describe on my podcast.
Hmm.
Just do that on your chat and let it describe you. Who's my ideal avatar? All you can ask it all these questions, and it spits it out in such a cool way. You're like, wow. I mean, it knows you from what you're asking all the time.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It's just in the last 12 to 18 months, if people haven't been paying attention, AI has gone. It's exponentially grown. If you haven't been paying attention, so definitely use it. People are being shy today. I guess no one has any questions for you guys, which I find surprising. Um, but if no one has any questions for Jeff and Karina, we can jump into our breakout sessions. Maybe we'll put you guys in one of those, and maybe they won't be so shy in the breakout session. But before we do that, it's time for a group picture. You guys know the drill. We're gonna make you turn on your cameras, show us your pretty, beautiful faces, We're gonna take a group picture. So everyone turn on your cameras. We're gonna take a group picture. Let's have some fun.
Got to
Don't be
flex.
shy. I know it's only Tuesday, but
Got to
I
flex.
have to make I have to get as many of you with your cameras on so I make Tim happy. So I'm peer
Come
pressuring
on,
you now.
Vanessa.
And
Come
we
on,
flex
Cameron.
for our group
AJ.
picture. So everyone flex. All right, everyone ready? Oh, more and more cameras on. I love it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Awesome.